Hi, I'm Dr. Singhania from Singhania Clinic, and I'm here to talk to you about child development. Child development occurs in the early years of the child's life and during the antenatal period. That means when the baby is in utero. So during pregnancy and the first 5 years of the child are very important because a lot of crucial development occurs at this time. And of course, it shapes the child's physical state, like the health, the height, the weight. It shapes or impacts the child's mental and psychological state as well. So a healthy development ensures that your child is able to get his or her social, emotional and educational needs, not just in childhood but even in adulthood. And it is known that stress experienced by pregnant women can affect their fetus as well as in early age, like toddlers and preschool. Toxic stress can damage the nervous system and the immune system, and in fact make the child more hyper responsive to stress. So child development is very important. Now, what are the factors which affect a healthy development? One is of course nutrition. Healthy nutrition is extremely important. So giving the child adequate proteins, calories, vitamins, minerals, is a well balanced diet is really important. But apart from that, avoiding things which the child is allergic to, avoiding things like food coloring, preservatives, junk food is also important. Exercise. Now, exercise is really important for healthy development. Not only does it improve the oxygenation, but it helps to improve coordination, and physical exercise actually improves mental abilities. Studies have shown that physical exercise can improve the child's ability in mental math. So allowing and seeing that the child has a lot of physical exercise and free time is very important. Rest includes sleep. Many children don't get adequate sleep because they get stuck on gadgets or they get up very early to go to school. So adequate sleep is really important because sleep helps us to detoxify the brain. It helps the child to repair the body. Growth hormones are produced. So adequate rest and sleep are really, really important for children's development. Verbal interaction. Talking to the child, not at the child, but discussing, talking, playing with the child improves the child's language and mental abilities. In fact, studies have shown when mothers or caregivers talk directly to their babies, by the time they're 7 years, their mental and verbal abilities are much better than in control groups. Positive reinforcement is important because a warm, loving atmosphere helps the child to feel good about themselves. As I talked earlier about stress, toxic stress, and how it can affect to cope with stress. The amygdala is part of the brain which hypertrophies if a child is exposed to toxic stress, and then later on in life they develop more problems like substance abuse and other mental issues. So positive reinforcement, participation in the child's activities, planned ignoring. Planned ignoring is a very important technique for minor problems. So because giving attention to any behavior will increase that behavior. So planned ignoring becomes a very important parenting technique. Of course, clear boundaries are important, and gentle parenting does not mean that you allow the child to do whatever he pleases, but the child needs to know what is right and what is wrong. But use of sarcasms, put downs and shouting unnecessary and can cause damage to the child. So how do we gauge a child's development? We look at the child's milestones. These are things which the child achieves, like taking the first step, smiling for the first time, waving by, the first word, or talking in sentences, being able to answer questions. These are all milestones. Even symbolic play like representational or dollhouse play, which is, mind you, important for both boys and girls, especially for learning language. So these are milestones. Most children follow a certain pace. So for example, walking can occur between 8 months to 14 months, and this both considered normal. But After 14 months, it is a delay. And of course, if a child is not pointing or waving by, say between 12 to 14 months, it may be considered as a delay. Child is not talking in 2-word sentences by 2 years, we know that's a delay. So it's important to follow your pediatrician to monitor and supervise the child's milestones and thus his development. If you're seeking help, please book an appointment at Singhania Clinic by calling 04-4298-498 or email us at reception@singhaniaclinic.ae. Thank you for watching.